Virginia.
Yeah, 18. That will not succeed.
Almost heaven. West Virginia.
That was you? Dujour was in my bathroom.
Swimming friendship.
Almost heaven. West Virginia.
Hello there. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Sorry for the later start, but it's a special night. Welcome. If you are new here, or if you're lurking, you don't know who I am. My name is Paige. And yeah, I'm down in the bottom right-hand corner because tonight's not my night. But Wednesday nights are typically a night where I call myself and my friends call me Dungeon Mom because I get to DM my closest friends and family. Tonight, we are not playing our normal Dungeons & Dragons session that we call Don't Split the Party. Tonight, we are playing a one-shot in a series of one-shots that we like to call Before Dujour. I don't have a theme song for Before Dujour. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Thank you. I did not tell everybody who we were picking because I let the group vote. And tonight, if you cannot tell from the format of our overlay, at the top of our pyramid tonight, we have Kayleen. So I'm going to introduce her first. Tonight, Kayleen, you are returning with your level 3 sorcerer, Mestandriarad. Hey, Kayleen.
Hi, Paige, Dungeon Mom. Hi, everybody. I'm Kayleen. I play our sorcerer, Mestandriarad, even tonight. I've known Paige for 11 years at this point, and a fun fact about Paige is that she is a tentacle monster.
That's right. That's what they call me. A power top. With 800 tentacles.
Wow.
And I put on this human flesh suit once a week, just for you. But thank you. Yes, Kayleen. We are playing our Before Dujour one-shot tonight. Is taking place about 7 levels before the start of our campaign at level 3, where we are returning to the city of Mestandriarad's hometown called Mutepoint. It's in the north of our setting. And before I introduce the rest of our friends and family, who, as you can see, are paired with some new character names and new character pictures, let me introduce them and see if they want to introduce their characters, and then we'll get started on the one-shot. Sound good? All right, so first up, I'm going to work from the pyramid down because it makes sense. Next up, we have Colin, who's playing who exactly? Who are you playing tonight, Colin?
Hi, I'm Colin, and tonight I'm playing Wilfred Woollytoes, a sweet little halfling woman who will gut you and shit down your throat if you cross her.
Oh, lovely. Next up in the pyramid, we have Matt. Matt, tell us about your character tonight.
I'm Matt, and while I normally play our druid Kieran, tonight I'll be playing Ada Hansdaughter. She's I went totally not Scottish with that. I'm gonna work on it. We're gonna figure it out. I'm planning on doing a Scottish accent for this, but we'll see how it goes. So Ada is a woman of the wilds, and she loves to shoot things with her bow.
I love it. Next up in our pyramid, we've got Kelly. Kelly, tell us about your one-shot character for tonight.
Hi, I am playing a cheeky little bastard by the name of Pepper Owens. She is a human, and she'll shoot you if you smart mouth her.
Shoot with what?
Well, you're gonna have to find out. Pew, pew. Yeah, I've been practicing a very in-depth South Jersey, Philadelphian accent for her, so that's what she's getting.
Years of studies. You can
Yellow
argue
Dale for
3 decades.
Can't even do it.
It's
What?
like
Are you calling me old?
like region specific. Really good job, Kel.
Yeah, so yeah, that's her. That's who I'll
It
be
takes a
playing
master of the mouth to specify an accent that specifically.
tonight. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly. Next up, we've got Sarah. Hey, Sarah, tell us about your one-shot character for tonight.
Hi, Paige. Hi, company. I'm Sarah. Tonight I'm playing a human cleric of the outer lying villages of Mutepoint. Her name is Ruth, and she is an angry townsperson. Not angry. No, she can be a little disgruntled. Her picture is a little intense. But she's looking for a very big favor from the city guard, and she's demanding, and she's quick to anger when she's not getting her way. which reminds me of myself.
Let's get him, boys. It's
Exactly.
your style.
Okay, well then, let me just, sorry, I'm cleaning up. Okay, that's better. Okay, so with that, let me turn down the music on my end just a little bit and boost it for them just a little bit. That looks better. Okay, and if we're ready, let me get us into our one-shot for tonight. I'm excited, guys. Okay. So, everybody, the city guard in Mutepoint is the catch-all for any and all bureaucratic requests. Across the sprawl of modern metropolitan city and beyond to the larger wintry farmlands and mountains, the Mute Guard are held to a greater example of local heroics. Is your neighbor attempting to defy city code and cast a ring of protection over your property line? Call the Mute Guard. Has your pet owlbear gone missing? Call the Mute Guard. Has a wild owlbear broken through your door and eaten a year's supply of Gunner's Balm? Well, first call your neighbor Quellen, whose owlbear is currently missing, but if you can't find him, call the Mute Guard. What I'm trying to say is that the Mutepoint City Guard have a lot to answer to, and not a lot of lip to send back, thus their pet name, Mute Guard. The soft dusting of snow on the ground indicates the ideal start to a early spring day in the city. Mestandriarad, you've been a city guard here in town now for many years. Actually, the first day you were eligible to sign up, you did. You showed up at the door, and you met your direct superior, who's been your direct superior now for many years, Assistant Director Bergthral Mornson, an orc female. When you met her many years ago, she was a bit more idealistic of the meaning behind the city guard, and a little bit more optimistic about its true mission statement. But years of handling all the city guard complaints have made Bergthal a bit complacent, and today is no different when you, Mestandriarad, arrive to the guard's office. As you're walking in, though, you make a point to expect today to be a bit of a breeze, a little bit easier than the last couple weeks and months of your duty have been. For example, there's no chance of shovel duty with this beautiful weather we're having today. The local gang of kids who've adorably referred to themselves as the Pointer Gang are in the midst of a school day, so you won't have to deal with them today. And you're working with a crew of some familiar coworkers, so that's always a plus. When you arrive into the city guard office, you head straight into Bergthral's office. I don't have a picture of her, but I'm picturing just a big old orc mommy who looks a bit over it, honestly. Mest, Sim, come in. We've got a lot to talk through this morning.
We do?
Yeah, sit down. You can see she's got a couple clipboards stacked on her desk, which is not typical of Bergthral. She's not one to have it so organized as of late, I would say. The quickest comparison in regards to tone I'm picturing for Bergthral is a Ron Swanson in the office.
Before I sit down, can I get a glimpse at whatever's on the clipboards?
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
Uh-oh.
What day of the week is it?
It is a Wednesday.
Okay, I see you did there. Okay.
I rolled a 4.
You cannot make sense of the can somebody wait, I thought it's a D20 you get timed out, not a D1.
No, it's
Anyway.
not one.
20 is something else. 1 is you get kicked out.
You're right, it is a nat 1. I made a command. All right, someone time him out. Send our one current viewer off to the brig.
Get out of here!
Go to the underground. You're not welcome. I'm
As
just
a
kidding.
mod,
You're
I
very
should be able
welcome.
to
Thank
know
you
how
for
to do
joining
that,
us
but I
this
don't
evening.
know how to.
Okay.
Sarah, do it.
I've got it. Bye, Plim, for now.
No, it's not.
I'm taking away anyone who doesn't know how to time out. I'm taking away your mod privileges after tonight's session.
Here's the
I'm
thing. Last
done.
time I
Google.
timed someone out, I doubled the time, so it was the time.
Losing your mod privileges. I don't need a mod.
It says no mods. We're doing it raw.
I'll make Emu my mod. Emu, are you here? You're my mod now.
You've been promoted.
Okay. So no luck on seeing what's on the multiple clipboards. Unfortunately, messed with the 4.
So I'll sit down and look expectantly.
Master, I think you've been doing a really great job around here.
I also like to think that I've been really trying to help people. I've gone out of my way, and I think I have been above and beyond our standard as a city guard.
Yes, and as your self-review reflected, that the thing that happened 3 months ago with the request with the
Cats.
yes, with the
There's
cats.
So many cats.
You did such a wonderful job, and I sent it to my superior, sent it to their superior, and I have really big news.
Yeah?
Yeah. So today, I'm a little bit of in a pickle. And I'm getting pulled to a few meetings. So I'm not gonna be in the office after like 45 minutes from now. And so I was boggling my brain about who I could have run this whole thing, and you know who came to my mind?
Wilbra?
You missed.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
You are very welcome. So though this is not typical, I thought I'd make it a little easier for you. Here's a little bit of a couple checklists, pulled it out of a few bins, haven't looked at them in months, so they might be a bit outdated, but it's just the general expectations and priorities for the city guard. You know, we help, we put out, and she quickly reverts back down to a clipboard. She starts flipping through a few pages. Yeah, I mean, like, all the stuff makes sense. Like, you go to a robbery request before you go to a neighborly complaint. Those kinds of things, like priorities, keeping everything in order.
Yeah, no, one of those sounds worse.
Yeah, and so in that scenario, you've got, which one would you go to? Split seconds. It's all about quick decision making.
The neighborly one. We're about keeping the peace.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna hand you this clipboard. I'll have you take a look at it for a little bit. This second clipboard, it's labeled clipboard 2B3, and it's bulleted. It's going to break down our resources for today. So it's got everyone's schedules, when they're coming in, what bureaus they're working in, essentially a quick way to contact them all, and just a quick way to give them their tasks. So you can pull people off tasks, though I don't recommend it. And just taking the requests as they come. Sometimes first come, first serve is the easiest, but depending on priority, we might need to delegate other city guards. That all makes sense, right?
For the most part, yeah. I am confused about why we decided on clipboards and not, I don't know, notebooks, books, any other.
That's so like last age. It's all about clipboards. And besides, they're color coded. So this clipboard, when it's blue, it means there's rules in this one. But this one's green. And so instead of rules, we know this one has schedules. See? And then, and this clipboard, this one's rainbow because it's the legend. So it just breaks down what all the colors mean.
I think there was a fourth clipboard.
There's 20 clipboards, like at least.
Best will just gather up the 3 that she pointed at and pointedly ignore the remaining clipboards.
I mean, it's a hefty stack alone. Listen, like I mentioned, boggling my brain, lost so much sleep over it last night, and I thought of it, and you're the perfect person. So, like, I have full faith in you, and, like, think of the positives. If everything goes great today, there's a promotion in store.
If everything goes bad today...
A typical day is not perfect. So, like, mistakes are expected. And there's still a promotion in store. It's honestly a lot harder to not get promoted when you get these type of tasks. I mean, for me to get approval to essentially temporarily delegate you to assistant to the assistant director, it's big stuff. Like their eyes are on you, Mest, and they're impressed. That rhymed.
It did rhyme. Look at you.
I know it seems silly. This is exciting for both you and I. If these meetings go well for me, it could be good things. I've been kind of in a rut. All this taking a step up is going to be good.
I think I have this well in hand, and we've got such a good team. I'm feeling very confident in our abilities to help Mutepoint today.
Speaking of team, who do we have in the office? As your heads kind of both split through the door, 3 of our city guards are sitting at the main desk. No Pepper.
I'm not there yet.
Why not? You want to arrive later? Okay.
Correct.
We've got 2 of our city guards. Must you recognize the 2 of the guards who have already arrived kind of shortly after your meeting began with Bergthra?
Is it Bergthra?
It is Bergthra. Yeah, Bergthra. Yeah.
I just lean her head out of Bergthra's office and wave.
Morning, Mest.
Morning.
I swear those fucking pigeons are going to be the death of me.
What happened with the pigeons today?
It's the same one that keeps shitting in Mrs. McGinty's gutters. And I swear to fucking God, if she calls me by it one more time, I'm going to lose it.
Well,
Yeah.
pigeons suck, but we are here to help, so maybe we kill the pigeon?
And put its head on the spike so its friends know not to fuck with Miss McGinty.
I like that. I like that.
Bergthra's like, oh, is that Etta? Etta, if you keep taking requests before you clock in, I need you to fill out paperwork. She comes out with a nice little form for you.
Oh no, don't worry, I wasn't on the clock. Mrs. McGinty feels like she fucking owns me.
Good. Good.
Pepper's gonna roll in very nonchalantly, holding a to-go coffee from a cafe in town. Sorry I'm late. I didn't want to be here. So go over to Wilfred. Fist bump.
Well, I'm gonna be late, so good luck. Mest, if you need to, you can use the hotline. You can get some help if you need it, but please don't. Just don't.
I'll try not to.
You'll be great. All right. Have fun, everybody. And remember our slogan. Paige didn't come up with a slogan. Let's make it all up together.
Everybody say one at the same time.
The Mutepoint City Guard slogan is
3, 2, 1. 2
Don't
more days
die.
till Friday.
Yay! Team. Okay, great. Wonderful. Oh, Plim, thank you for the resub. Thank you for your 19th tier 1 sub. I appreciate you. Okay, and with that wonderful mantra, excuse me, Bergthra Mornson leaves the office, leaving at this point the 4 of you alone to handle the request for the day. On average, you could anticipate anywhere from 10 to 50 different requests of variety, severity, or complexity. It's not that you can't decline requests. Sometimes you just need to know where to delegate them to. So though the city guard or the mute guard takes on a lot of different titles and puts on a lot of different hats for the people of Mutepoint, it does not mean that you need to know everything. Yes, thank you for the hydrate. I'll take you up on it, actually. So, with that, the first, as the doors truly unlock and begin for the day, there's already a small queue of people waiting to speak with the city guard. And the first couple are like your regulars. Edda, as you imagine, Mrs. I already forgot her name. McGinty. So funny, I know McGinty. Miss McGinty comes to complain about her pigeons.
I told you. If I told you once, I'd tell you 1,000 times. You've got to stop growing plants on your roof. They'll love to sit in the plants, and they're stupid birds.
Well, I mean, do you need the birds in the city? Like, can't you get rid of them? Is there like a pigeon deterrent? I mean, we've been through this how many times, Edda? Like 5 times.
Hey, and for some reason, the damn pigeons roosting on your roof seem to be immune to arrows.
Maybe we should, like, get some bigger birds to take out the pigeons, and that may solve the bird problem.
Oh, give me 2 days, I'll go up the mountain and grab an eagle.
Spaghetti, did you know that pigeons are edible? You could eat them?
Lay some spikes on your roof like I've been telling you for months. Get a pigeon dinner in your stomach and leave us alone. Have a good day.
And then with that, you'll see Miss McGinty leave. A few of those quick kind of regulars that you know how to just talk off the ledge, so to say, come in. A couple of people, you hand them forms to request, more formal, like scheduled arrivals for the guards to kind of dictate some things. But then a few people into the queue, you're already like in nearly at 10 to 12 people. A human farmer comes in. Sarah?
Hello, everyone. I was hoping to get some assistance with the exciting festival I'm planning for the farms on the outer edges of Mutepoint. And you look like a strong bunch of lasses. I was hoping to get some help with it.
Pepper, why don't you take their documentation?
Yeah.
Intake form.
She'll kick her feet off from the desk and slowly walk over to the front desk and lean over. You filled out the form already, right?
I didn't know about a form. I just got here. I was hoping to just it's kind of urgent. It's the Greengrass Festival's tomorrow. It's the first day of spring, and I was hoping that we could get you guys to help set up some of the tables, and it's actually urgent. Like if we don't get the help now, it won't happen, and then the wrath of Shanti will fall upon us all.
I turn around to everyone and I go, "The wrath of Shanti."
What is that
roll
supposed
my
to-
eyes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't want the wrath of Shanti. But, there is a 72-hour turnaround for all permits. And 72 hours from now is like a Friday, and we don't work on the weekends, or I don't at least, so fill out the form, and we'll see you on Monday.
Yeah, I think I've given you all the information. Can't you just fill it out and then come
I
to
don't
the
know how
edge
to
of town?
write.
I passed the paper. I passed the paper to the most intelligent looking person in the room.
You gotta pick one.
I'm guessing either the rogue or the one with the clipboard. So I'm gonna pass it to the one with the clipboards.
Don't look at me, I was raised by goblins.
I will have to delegate this. Wilfred, thank you so much for being able to take this task on for us as a team. We appreciate your help.
Right, your name is
Ruth Abilene.
Ruth Abilene. Filled out by Wilfred Woolly Toes because education is not well funded enough in this town.
I have everything I need. I know plenty of things about, what's important. Age? You need to know that?
Yep, it's on the form.
What?
Quickly shows you and then immediately puts it back.
29.
29. almost 30.
Don't say it.
It's about to dry up.
Oh.
God.
Excuse me.
I say to a room full of 30.
It's like not you, literally the 30s.
I can come
Joke's on you. I don't want them.
Address and education level.
Address would just be the south end of Mutepoint, the farms.
Do you happen to know the postal code, the one that was devised by gnomes?
I'm just gonna guess and say 5.
Well, it's a 22-digit number.
I don't
with a
know
couple
it.
letters.
I don't know it.
Okay.
If you take the road out of town south, the southbound road, and you go past the windmill, you go 2 roads on the right after the hay bales, and it's a little gardened, patched house over there. That's me.
Lives in the old murder house.
Murder house. I've lived there my
That
whole
looking
life.
place.
Right. Okay. And what minor deity were you requesting the help of?
She is
or for?
not minor. She is Shanti. She is the biggest. She's the oldest goddess there is.
John T.
Shanti. CH.
Major.
Yes, she's
Goddess.
the oldest. She's the goddess of abundance and life and agriculture and all things that we depend on here at Mutepoint.
Right. Well, as a primarily trade and fishing based economy, I'm not sure that a lot of farming deities are well worshipped here. You sure this is going to be a large event?
Wait, what's happening here? What kind of disrespect is happening here? This is how you treat a good serving, God-fearing farmer?
This is standard practice. Yeah, actually.
It's all on the form, and
If
you
you-
can actually see when you look at it, most of this is actually requested information on the form.
I will say if you fill out the form yourself, it is a
It
little
feels
less
less
intense.
judgmental.
But you did request help, and this is help.
This is all protocol.
Give or take.
I'm sure you guys have a full schedule of important things.
We
I'm
do.
just asking that I can get all of you to come to the edge of town where you all live, and it seems like you've lived your whole lives, and you fed off of the work and labor of your farmers, and help them celebrate green grass.
Trying to lure officers of the law to the murder house.
I am also a carnivore, so
They're farmers. They have livestock and produce.
you've
They've
talked
got
a lot
both.
of. I feel like you've talked a lot about grain, and I just wanted to point out that that's not helpful for me in particular.
There is one useful use of grain. Y'all got any alcohol?
No,
It's on the form.
no, I don't have alcohol. I don't.
No alcohol at this event. Should be low key. Does not need
No,
much. help.
I don't have alcohol. Alcohol can be there. It's a celebration of abundance. Anything the villagers want can be there.
Well, now I filled out the form wrong, and I gotta start over again.
The
You know
medieval, the medieval telephone in the office rings. I just pick it off the hook and put it right back down.
Sending stone goes off, and you just like
Yeah.
tap it. Yeah.
All right. Here's where I'm at. Who can I talk to here that's actually going to help me?
All eyes, or at least my eyes, go to Mest.
Yeah.
I am technically in charge.
What can I do to get some sort of positive affirmation from this department about helping your townsfolk celebrate a season of hard work?
And you're not going to fill out the form?
I filled it out. It's filled out. It's in that one's hands. It's filled.
So take a moment and like go through, like flip through the clipboard, the first one, and then flip through the second clipboard, and then go to the third one, and then go back to the first one. And she will go, yeah, we will help you guys. And then she'll make like a face at everybody, like we're fucking help her. So obviously you had such a great experience with Wolfram. We will ask that you leave a positive review about that. Etta, why don't you bring us to the next step with this person who's not leaving? Like gently push the woman at you.
So, question for you: what is it that you can do? What can you help us with anything?
Well, there's plenty of things I can do. I only have 2 hands, so that's my limitation. I'm a cleric of Shanti.
Oh, so you've got like real like abilities.
Yes.
Well, you should have
I
led with that.
I look at something. What's the character's name? Edda? Is it Edda?
Yeah, Edda.
Yeah. I look at Edda. I'm guessing with her intensity that something has been broken on her clothing at some point, potentially.
Yes.
So
absolutely, the clasp to her quiver
Yeah.
that's around her back is like the medieval equivalent of like hot glued together.
perfect. Yeah. So I put my hand to it, of course, and she mends the broken piece of the quiver. Of course. You know,
Well-
this is what happens when you do the right things by the gods. They reward you.
Whoa, can
Hold on,
you
whoa.
reward me with like a fresh cherry pastry?
I'm not sure how serious you are right now.
I'm dead serious.
Oh no, she's fucking serious. She loves pastries.
I didn't, when I woke up this morning, I didn't prepare for this. Tomorrow morning, you could ask me and I could maybe prepare something. But
Well,
today, I don't have it.
Right, basically what we're saying is we've got a lot of shit to do around the city today, right? So we're not going to be able to help you if we can't get all the rest of it done.
Mm-hmm.
So we may be able to come to some sort of compromise.
Oh, well, I wasn't planning on leaving until you guys promised to help me, so.
Oh, another McGinty.
And what ultimately do you need from the city guard? I am not necessarily sure what we can provide you here.
Well, since I'm the only cleric on the outer edges of town, I'm kind of doing this by myself, and no one's put together a green grass festivity before. So there's a lot of party planning involved. We need all the tables set up, all the chairs. We need all of the crops from the storage put onto the tables, displayed. I need beer mugs pulled out. The list goes on. It's a party.
If you promise to help us today, I will use, she picks up a stamp from Bergthra's desk, this stamp right here to get you exactly what you need.
It's a deal. Put their hand out.
Shake.
Do I get a uniform?
No, but I can make you a badge very quickly.
Great.
You should go sit down at Bergthra's desk and draw a badge and color it with crayons. And then take some medieval hot glue, because we've established that exists.
Yep.
And stick it to her.
All right.
It's hot. It does not feel good.
You could have waited like a few seconds for it to cool.
That's
You gotta
not
get
how
it
glue
while
works.
it's nice and hot.
Okay.
All
All right. What's first on the priority list of things?
Pepper, can you do me a favor and roll? I don't know what you're good at, so if this isn't one of those, correct me.
Everything.
Can you roll just a wisdom check with advantage for me?
I can. $20.
Yeah. Pepper, you can think of one of the most important things that you do every day here in the office. And it's play a game of King's Sum.
King Sum?
King's Sum.
Like SOME?
SUM.
King Sum.
King's possessive sum.
We're
Putting
playing
it-
King Sum.
King's
You know what?
Sum.
You know what sum rhymes with?
Don't do this.
Tums.
Wilfra rolls her eyes and starts forging a new checklist that is slightly different from one of the other checklists to throw off the captain when she gets back.
I like this. Do you have? I know. I'm sure you have proficiency with deception and sleight of hand.
And my background also
Has
gives me the ability
plate.
to do
Yes.
that sort of
Okay.
thing.
Roll a quick check for me then, just to see how well we can incorporate that into the other checklists. And then meanwhile, let me explain the mechanics of King's Sum. If you guys, I assume we'll play a game. There'll be time throughout the day, even no matter how busy a day as a mute guard is, there's always time for a game of King's Sum. It is essentially our version of D&D Blackjack. How it will work is I will be playing as a dealer. In the instance, in our case, I'll probably be an unnamed guard who we can provide some name or characteristics to. They are playing the dealer. So what you will do is to each player, you will have a D20. And just like Blackjack, instead of trying to hit 21, you are trying to hit 20. And you're playing against me as the dealer. And so how you would determine what you roll or what you get in your hands is by rolling a d20. So for example, if it's me and Kayleen playing a game of King Sum, again, everyone could play, is as a dealer, I would roll my number and Kayleen would roll her number. I rolled an 18. Whatever Kayleen rolls would be what starts her hand. I would then decide, well, I'm the dealer, so I don't really get to decide, but Kayleen can decide with, do me a favor, Kayleen, roll a d20 for me.
16.
16. So Kayleen, you are 4 away from 20. You could either stay and see if you beat me, which I won't reveal what I have as a dealer yet. You could hit again.
Hit.
So you roll a d20 again.
Ooh, a whole
11.
20.
Yeah, so you went over. So you would have busted. It's a simple mechanic, but it means that multiple people can play at once. If you hit a 20, obviously you'll stay and you'll likely win the pot. You can bet coins. At the end, the dealer has to roll until he beats everyone at the table. So like you guys all go and I have to win. If the dealer does not win, someone else in the party wins. Yeah?
Okay.
We want to play a game of King Sum?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ruth, now that you're a part of, Mute Guard, we have a very strict time frame of what we do here. First thing is we have our coffee. And we drink that however we please and how quickly we please. And we usually do that right here. Number 2 is we play King Sum until I win. And then maybe at that point, we'll answer some things.
The sun
Do some
is
stuff.
almost at its highest point in the sky, and you guys are just sitting in the office.
This is important. I'm not sure that you've worked on a team before, but this is morale boosting, and it is like something that we
Team building.
need. We have to have each other's backs in the field, and this helps us get to that point.
Right. But the farmers that I'm trying to put some nice for, they work all day in the sun. All day. Before the sun's up, they're working. And even as the sun is starting to set, they're working. And sometimes when it gets dark, they stop working.
And their hard work is appreciated. Just the same as ours is.
Right. You're understanding. So
Yeah.
that is why it is so important that I get your help with green grass.
And you will.
Yeah,
We just have to get through our routine first.
We told you our routine is we drink our coffee
I allow them to play King Sum.
until I win.
Is this your coffee?
Yeah.
It's drunk. So now let's move on to step 2.
I'll be back, guys. I'll walk out to go get my another coffee.
I probably could have warned you that she needs every last drop of that if you're gonna get her to do anything and help. So
Yeah.
You guys can play without me. It's fine. I'll be back in like 5.
Well, that's great. That means we don't have to follow the rule where she has to win.
Yeah. So, one of the other guards deals you in as the dealer, and he mentions that recently some of the guards, if they're going on requests together, they'll make instead of betting coin, oftentimes they'll just bet that whoever wins gets to veto a request. Like, no, I'm actually not. I mean, if I'm assigned, I'm assigned, but we all agree as Mute Guard that if I won a game of King Sum, I'm not doing it. So if the pigeons come back or if someone needs to shovel, I'm sitting out. That's been a popular bid on a game of King Sum.
Oh yeah. I bet the pigeons all the time. All the time.
All right. So what I need from everybody is we could do it a couple different ways. I could, because I don't have this, we could try to roll it in Roll20 just by rolling a d20. Cool. I like that. And let me pull up before we do. Let me pull up the game log. Great. Okay. And
In
so
Roll20, not
sorry.
D&D
D&D Beyond. I'm so
No,
sorry.
just
And
making sure.
D&D Beyond. You are spot on. Yeah, and like Mess just did one as an example for an 11. Was that you? Cool. All right. I'll have everyone roll 1d20. Mess rolls. I'm just speaking out for the chat. Mess rolled an 11. Wilfred, that's Colin, rolled a 5. Mess hit again for an 8, which is 19. You're taking away the thunder by like re-rolling. I was gonna get everyone.
no,
at
the
one
11
point.
was my roll for the other one.
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's
misunderstood.
just-
I apologize. So we're starting fresh. Colin with a 5, Kayleen with an 8, Sarah with a 10. Wait, Colin, did you already roll again?
When I heard that Keelan had done the second time, I was like, oh no, I better do it as well.
We'll ignore the second one. Etta does 17. Okay, so we've got 5, 8, 10, and 17. Is anybody hitting again? All right, Ruth, Wilfra, Mest, roll again. See if what you get there. Etta's staying at 17. Wow. So Wilfra is out. She rolled a 15 on top of her. What was it? 5? Yes. Oh wait. Oh my God. Wait, no, you got a 20. I thought you had the 8. All right. So Wilfra's at the lead with 20. Ruth, you've gotten 14, so you'll have to hit again if you want to win. So try to hit again for me. And Mess rolled a 2. You're at 10, so you need to hit again. Etta, you're at a 17. Do you want to try to hit again? Or do you want to bust? I mean...
No. Yeah, Etta's not smart.
Okay.
I have a negative intelligence modifier, so she's gonna hit.
Okay. So Mess bust. Ruth...
I bust it.
Ruth busted
big
as
time
well.
bust.
And Etta busted. So let me check my dealer run real quick just to make sure. Rolled a 10, so I have to go again. Rolled a 5 for 15, have to roll again. And I busted with an 18 to cap it. So our winner for the first game is Wilfra of King Sum. Are you doing just one win? Or are we doing best of? What are we doing to keep playing? It's quick. Obviously, it's a quick playthrough.
All right, what do you want? You've won.
Perfect.
What do you want?
I didn't even have to use my special dice.
You know you're not allowed to use the special dice.
And I don't.
It points to a piece of paper on the wall that says, no special dice, Wilfra.
Anyways, what do you think of this checklist? It's Form 5E, which is how to handle repeated requests for assistance with bird problems. And top of the list, rather than at the bottom, is kill all the birds.
I'm here for it.
don't know if it's the greatest thing to kill all birds. They are part of the ecosystem of Mutepoint, and that could cause some really severe consequences lower down.
Can you make it kill all pigeons?
I do think this request is like specific to the birds in the request. So most people aren't asking that we kill all birds.
I'll put a footnote at the bottom there specifying what type of all birds is meant by all birds.
Oh, I think it should say something like all birds as defined by the request.
Yep, that's exactly what that footnote is saying.
Okay, because I'm a little scared that you think that this document means that we should kill the birds. And
All the birds died.
Only the shitty ones.
They were replaced.
Nice.
The footnote does in fact say all the birds as specified by the request.
So if someone asks for you guys to kill all birds, period, you will?
No, it just will probably get to the bottom of the list. So,
You've got to fill out the form first.
and it is a complex form, as you are well aware. Most people don't get it right the 1st through 10th times.
Hey, most people give up halfway through.
I'm sensing this. Yes.
Usually people don't even bother trying to give us the gnome designation.
Right. Guys, Bertha did leave us a list, and we have gotten through Kingsum as well as coffee. So 3 is observe the list. And so I will take a look at the list.
Okay, so if you look through the list, you'll see that as people have gone through the queue, which you have now quickly delegated to another city guard, so you don't have to like quite literally be at the desk for a couple hands of Kingsum. A few of the requests have started to file in, so you need to delegate what priority they should be taking and how many people you should be delegating for the request. Now, outside of Ruth's probably surprise, a lot of these requests are same day priority, where Ruth's request is not. So we can tackle that as we go. But the first request you have to, the 2 requests that kind of came in simultaneously, you'll have to decide on how to delegate and how to handle. The first being, the local church of Moradin has been defaced with graffiti. Someone needs to clean this mess up. It will require 5 guards to clean the wall today before services begin.
Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us.
And you check your clipboard.
And that seems like the right amount. So I guess we're on cleaning duty, guys.
Alright.
Hey, it could be worse. We could be doing pigeons.
Fair enough, I'm in.
I walk back in with my coffee, my black coffee, and I go, "You're lucky I wasn't here. I would have won. Who did win?"
That'd be me.
Nice. So we're on to step 3 of our daily chores. Did we look at the list?
We did, and we have for request, we are going to clean graffiti.
No.
I said.
Is there? There's got to be more than that on the list.
How tall is Pepper?
5. 5'8"?
Whoa.
Mest, 5. I'm not 5. Mest is gonna attempt to pick up Pepper and walk out with her.
No!
Yes. We have a job to do.
There's nothing else on that list.
Not that I've read.
Hand me that clipboard! And I'll be like trying to grab the clipboard from her.
Holding like this.
Yeah.
Fine. And she'll look at the other things on the clipboard.
Get out.
Do you want me to tell you what else is on the clipboard? Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know if I was interrupting. Yeah, another request on the clipboard is a shopkeep claims someone broke in and stole some goods. He would like the culprits responsible to be brought to justice. This could require upwards of 8 to 15 guards. And the form details 1 to 2 guards to each section of the town, and 1 to 2 guards to review the glyphs of warding the shopkeep pays to summon regularly to catch the culprit.
I know smarts is not your best skill set. How many guards do you see here?
Well, Sunny and Cher count as 1 each, so I'm 3.
You're 3.
Yep.
That's still 1.
Come
2, 3, 4,
on!
5.
We don't get to do anything cool around here. I'm tired of cleaning up graffiti and
Pepper,
helping
know-
set up parties.
Pepper,
I
you...
know.
Go ahead, I'm sorry, Anna. Go ahead.
No, I know I ask this every day, but is there anything outside the city? Anything on the walls? Anything like not that where I can like go and like run really fast in the snow?
What's the next thing on the list? We'll go through the first 3 and that's it. Then we'll make executive decisions.
Nest. Though this is your first day as the assistant to the assistant director of the Mutepoint City Guard, it's not your first day on the job. And unfortunately, all of the more exciting requests, the requests that seek out glory, potentially treasure, title, fame, beyond the gates of Mutepoint, are often delegated to the actual Mutepoint military men. The old men who fought in wars and now serve on the bureaucratic boards and committees. They like to take up these special requests for themselves and for their family names. And
Does sound like a hierarchical meritocracy, yes.
people want merit if it makes them more successful. So they're not going to give it away to just any city guard. So yeah, a lot of the exciting stuff that Edda's looking to do would require a little bit more prestige. Though there are probably some projects on the map for it, not for us to delegate.
And I do hate to be the bearer of bad news. It looks like your choices are pigeons, graffiti, breaking and entering.
All right. How long?
Well, I vote breaking and entering.
How long is the cleaning gonna take?
It does say 5 guards, so I just imagine, maybe the rest of our afternoon.
I know those weirdos down the hall to do it.
We can't always ask animal enforcement to handle the tasks we don't want.
Oh no.
They're too busy getting high anyway. Just send them. It'll take them all day to do it. They'll
Do you
stay
want
out
us-
of our hair.
Here's what I have to ask you. Do you think that they'll do a good job so that this request won't land on our tables tomorrow? And do you really want to do this on a Friday?
Best. Do a quick persuasion check as you're flipping through your clipboards with advantage for me. Because the clipboards are organized, despite there being too many of them.
A 24.
Whew. You find a green colored clipboard, which indicates schedule. And you can see that if you wait till just after lunch, you have a new recruit of roughly 7 guys to come in to help. So depending on when you want to delegate it, you could send some other people to some of these tasks. There's not enough guards between the 5 of you to get all 3 of these requests addressed.
Well, we're not going to address the pigeons. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, fuck no.
Because it's not on the clipboard of the original list. We just have these 2 tasks.
What's
So
the third
we-
task? Was it pigeons?
Pigeons?
Or was there a third one on the clipboard?
No, 2 on the clipboard.
Hey, the
Third
pigeons are
would
just
be
like an unwritten
pigeons.
item.
Sort of the ongoing situation. I think I'm in charge, and we should go do the thing that's actually a crime and leave the cleaning for the new boys and girls and non-binary folk.
Fist bump.
Yes.
Yeah! And then I'll go and fist bump Rube. Come on, fist bump. Come on.
It has the word
Come on.
fist in it. It says, she said fist.
Come
Fit.
on.
Mhm. You're doing it. You're doing it. Keep going.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. Boom.
It's gonna be a long day.
In your mind, you hear, yes, it is.
Mest, you leave behind the remaining clipboards to another like small town bureaucrat who is helping run the office. It's a rather scrawny. I'm trying to give him a raise. We're gonna make it a
Plump.
huh?
A plump.
A plump?
You
flump.
can't employ flumps.
You can.
I want it to be something longer, like something
Snake
scrawny and
person.
long.
Loxodon.
Snake person.
A
one of the
giraffe
snake people.
centaur.
Wanty.
I do like the
Wanty.
giraffe centaur quite a bit.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Reverse. So it's just a giraffe on a male's human body.
Yeah, giraffe
very
head,
long.
human body. Warren
That's a real
Bryant.
name, Paige.
Warrant Bryant.
You
Wait,
said
what?
name.
Warren.
That's a real
You said
name.
Warren.
Warren.
Warren Bryant.
Those are
Titans.
I've named some names for once. Who you leave to kind of walk very quickly, briefly walk the after lunch recruits through their task. As you all leave to explore the shopkeep's claim about a overnight break-in. I have it pretty loose for you guys to delegate. The loose suggestion was that you could either split a few of them off to search in the town, or you guys can review the glyph awarding footage or anything else that you have in mind in regards to how to track a small town, like small league break-in.
I'd say let's use the glyph of warding recording.
Hey, let's go to the scene.
Yeah, get some questioning done.
Yeah, so you find the shopkeep. What does the shopkeep sell here in Mutepoint? The store that got broken into. What do they sell?
Video games.
Dragonborn hats.
Okay, are we ready for this?
He's a haberdasher, but for Dragonborn.
Yeah,
They
the
like specifically
haberdasher.
have holes for the horns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beyond that, he's recently though he is very detailed in what hats have been stolen, he's more excited to also mention his new collection that's dropping that goes into other accessories beyond hats, including like chains and other things that can be attached to the horns. It is still geared to Dragonborns. Dragonborns do make up a large population of Mutepoint, so it's definitely smart for his clientele. But he does also show you several hats that have been stolen, and the very small section that makes up like other hats. It's not exclusively Dragonborn hats. It's a majority Dragonborn hats, but even some human, gnome, dwarf, halfling hats have also been stolen overnight from this haberdasher.
Does he have the word footage available for us?
So yeah, the mage told me to bring the scroll out afterwards, and it would it's a code. I'm not sure what it means, and they hand you like this scroll that's clearly arcanic in nature, that he seems to believe has any information about the going off of this ward from last night. Any ideas on how to read this? I'm open to suggestions.
Is anyone good at understanding magic?
Well, don't most gods offer some sort of insight into things of an arcane nature?
I would, she's great, but I really don't understand almost anything outside of like how plants grow. So here's the thing: if anybody has even neutral understanding of magic, tell me, and I can help you with. I can lend the light and the growth of Shanti to you and use guidance.
I have a little bit of understanding about magic.
Cool. I'll give you guidance. And I'll tap her on the shoulder,
Touch.
and you get to add a d4 to your ability.
Okay. That's the Arcana. That's good. That's good for us that I rolled that low.
That's good.
That's an 8. That's a whole 8.
It definitely went off. You can see it went off at 3:30 in the morning, roughly. The details of the ward is hard to determine.
Ah, yes. So, I can see that this did go off. In the night, it did go off. So, someone did disrupt the ward. That is the end of the amount of detail on this, and I should not be questioned about it.
So you're telling me I spend hundreds of gold a year to ward my shop, and it's just gonna tell me that someone was in my shop when they weren't supposed to?
Yes, you are being ripped off.
Okay.
Hey, can I make like a tracking check and see if I spot any like things
You
that would
You can. I'm gonna have you make it with disadvantage because this is
Okay.
not natural tracking you're working off of.
Okie dokie.
While she's doing that, could I investigate for points of entry?
Yes. Roll an investigation check with advantage.
Okay, so at disadvantage, that's going to be an 11
Okay.
on the survival.
So tracking, you can definitely see a path of chaos to the shop, like where the shop was untouched and where it was touched. And you can see whoever came in rather like, and they must have come in, they weren't here too long. There's not a carefulness in what they took. It seems almost like from that 11, I'll say like you can determine by tracking of the shop that what was gathered was not precise.
It's like smash and grab. Nothing particular.
Wilfred?
Also an 11.
Oh, dang. With advantage? Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Bad rolls.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I will say, though the ward doesn't tell us where the culprit likely came in from, you check a few of the entry points from your past, knowing kind of common ways to get in and out of places undetected. And you suspect that they made their way in through a back door with a little bit of force.
What other businesses are surrounding this place?
Yeah, so there's a strip of stores on this front by the haberdasher. A couple quick like food dives for late night. It definitely caters to like more of a like evening clientele. Not necessarily like criminally related, just more like there's things that are open up late at night on this strip. So like there could have been a lot of people potentially out in the streets. Up towards 3:30 in the morning, unlikely. But yeah, maybe close to like after midnight, people have been on the streets in this area.
Well, they were pretty amateurish. Came in through the back door here. Looks like they even bought a pick in the lock. They burst it. Unimpressive.
When was the last time you had someone buy one of these fancy hats?
Oh, I'm very busy. I'm very, very busy. There are people in and out of my shop all day. I'm doing very well.
Can I check to see how honest he's being?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check.
Well, I love a nat too, baby. It's 8.
Yeah, I mean, You know what I want to try? I keep getting TikToks from DMs who are saying, don't let your players roll insight checks. You roll the insight checks. Because then multiple people can ask for insight. You can just roll and tell them. And they don't know if it's good or bad insight. I have to run it by you guys. I think it'd be something that'd be fun. For now, you can't decipher whether or not he's telling the truth or not, Ruth.
Who was the last customer you had yesterday? Maybe it was somebody who saw something they liked and couldn't afford it.
Well, yesterday, I couldn't tell you. Couldn't remember.
Wow, you're really good at helping yourself.
You got any like street?
I'm sorry,
urchins?
is it my job to protect the people of Mutepoint, or is it your job? He points at your badge.
It's my job to get this done so that
Right.
we can celebrate Greengrass, which pulls out a piece of wheat. You are cordially invited to Greengrass outside of town
Bess
later
will
tomorrow.
grab the wheat and put it in her pocket and go, no.
The celebration-
There's a separation of church and state in this town, and you cannot be inviting people to your strange minor god.
Giving up my church.
You don't need to give up your
not
church,
give up,
you just
it's
can't
just-
be proselytizing on the job.
I am a cleric of Shanti, and I will never stop praising her.
We just can't give the people wheat.
If
Among-
I take the badge off, can I give him wheat?
No, because I can't. We didn't bring the glue, so I can't put the badge back on you. And if you want to help still and fulfill your end of the contract, you do have to wear the badge.
And what will you do if I take the badge off and follow you guys anyway?
Stop. We won't help you.
Sorry, is there a way? Is there a reason why you have to give the wheat?
It's a formal invitation. It just looks nice. Why
It's a piece of wheat. It doesn't say
invitation?
anything on it.
When all of you help me, I'll invite you.
Offended.
Oh.
I thought we were bros.
Also, it's not an invitation. It's just a piece of wheat. It doesn't say anything.
It has symbolic weight. Then what happens is everyone comes in with their thread of wheat. It stacks up, a symbol of abundance.
You were.
Sure.
You did talk about how the farmers work really hard to harvest all the grain, and you're out here just giving it to people randomly.
Also a farmer. I'm not just a cleric.
I'm just. It doesn't.
This is
Doesn't
my
add up.
wheat. I grew this wheat. And give it to who I like.
Ma'am, you really can't raise your voice in my shop like that.
What are you gonna do?
I'll call the city guard.
It's just like.
Get ready for the form on that one.
Hey, listen, you're probably new. I've had kids who served as a city guard, and if they put up this much lip, they would have never made it a day in the life of a city guard. So, you're making a lot of complaints, honestly.
Me?
So the problem
I'm
Yeah,
complaining?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
complaining.
Yeah, you are.
Sir, you did request the help of the city guard. I understand that she's new and she may not live up to your expectations, however inane and out of line those might be. If you want help from us, I'm gonna have to ask you to shut up and let us do our jobs.
Why am I being told to shut up? She came in here yelling, and she's prophesizing onto me about her god. I'm just trying to solve
Shanti's everybody's god, I gotta say it.
This is, you know what? This is ridiculous. I will, if I have to, I will go and speak to the committee directly if I can't get this handled. This is ridiculous.
No, we'll help. I just need you to sort of respect our process.
You told me to shut up.
And part of that process is you shutting up.
Respectful, she asked you to respectfully shut up. So,
Yeah, I'll withdraw that respectful if you don't leave us to our business,
I
sir.
don't think you understand how this works. I'm the one who puts in the requests, and you come in and you do what I ask.
Don't I know it, brother?
I'm sorry, are you the mute guard? Are you the mute guard?
Me?
All of you.
do you have any suspects?
Your job. I'm
Any-
sorry, am I running my own investigation?
It's a part of the investigation. We've got to ask you if there's anyone suspicious. That
And I
might-
told you no. So
No-
where does that lead you
No,
next?
no strange characters hanging around gawking in your windows, looking at your wares. Nobody that you have a problem with that maybe you owe money to. Nothing.
Oh. You say it. Yeah, I gotta deal with pesky kids all the time, coming in and messing with all the merchandise.
There is.
That's why we
Kids
get
aren't
paid the
very
big
good at
bucks.
picking locks.
Yeah, they're a pain. I keep telling them they gotta get out. They either gotta buy or they gotta go, and it's like once a week. But
Were they
What
here
are they-
yesterday?
yep, yeah, they were here yesterday.
Which hats were they looking at yesterday?
Oh, that's weird. I can't find it.
Not sure if you've heard of this phrase, but like help us help yourself, help you help yourself, help us help yourself. Generally, next time this happens, because apparently the kids come in
A lot
often.
of victim blaming happening, and I'm not here for that.
It's not blame necessarily, but you should have more agency in your life. I just feel like you're kind of set on a path that everyone is kind of dictating for you, and you have control.
All right, so I shouldn't be putting up glyphs of warning to protect my shop. That's me
Well,
not
not
taking
the
care of
glyphs
my
that you
business.
have.
No, you should get a security
Yeah.
pigeon.
Oh.
Several security pigeons, actually. Yeah, that is best practice.
I'm just gonna walk out of the shop at that moment and just like take a
Security
minute.
pigeons. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. But hey, listen, I appreciate you coming by, and yeah, if you can
No, you don't.
hunt down some of those kids for me, that'd be great.
We'll get
If
those-
they
we'll- yeah,
yeah,
we'll
if
find
they
those
have
pesky kids.
my merchandise, I'll take that back. If they
Mhm.
don't, maybe some, I can handle that in court. You just bring
Mhm.
back the merchandise, or let me know if you find them, and that'd be super helpful.
We'll totally let you know.
Thanks.
I'm
you
gonna
guys are
have to
best.
take this as evidence, and and Pepper's gonna grab like this dope ass bandana. I need this as evidence. And just
you're
walk
not.
out.
Just call
and
and
I'm
take it
walking
back.
out.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I pull my gun out.
Kelly, let's really think about
Best
this.
will take the gun and be like, no.
Let's draw a line in the sand here. I know Dujour gets to do whatever the fuck they want. You're level 3 city guard. You're not breaking a system by stealing from the citizens. Stealing a bandana by gunpoint. We're not doing that, okay? Okay, look at me. Kelly,
You're
look
right,
at
you're
me.
right.
We're not
Right.
doing that.
I messed
all
up.
right?
I messed up. I cross the line. And I go, damn, that usually works on people.
How often are you doing that?
I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go outside with Edda. Walk outside.
Before
The
we
second-
go. Oh,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
You,
No,
you,
go ahead.
You please, Matt.
No, I was just gonna say the second Pepper gets outside, Edda is gonna try to put her in a headlock. Say, "Oh, pigeon, eh?"
Well, I figured maybe you lead the pigeons out of that lady's fucking yard.
And just like shoves her on, just like.
Before we go, I turn back to the shopkeep. If you have any needs for funeral or wedding services, I am available.
Thank you. Not planning on it.
No weddings?
No funerals?
Not planning on any funerals.
We are having that party tomorrow.
Thank you.
Best will push her
It's a
out.
party.
Of the thing. Pushing, literally pushing.
Okay.
All right,
Are they
let's
called-
go interrogate some children.
I think their parents should technically be present, but yes, let's go find us some kids.
I hope
As
it's
a
like
non-
The hassle.
asshole skateboarding motherfuckers.
As a not official member of Mute Guard, I will happily do any harm to the kids that you ask me to.
Guys, there are
very
rules.
Shanti. As
You
Oh, you
are-
are God.
I don't think we spoke about alignment, but let me just stress, you are the authority
You said
here.
that we don't have to take that into account.
Yeah, normally you don't, but you guys are threatening gun violence?
that
and
was a
arresting
joke. It was a joke.
children.
I wasn't being serious, but
It was
you're
being
right.
serious.
I literally just said that we needed to have their parents present and to interrogate them.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And that's why Mest is in charge. Because I'm scared. I'm
Sorry.
scared.
When-
I'm scared.
When you pitched it as Parks and Rec, I was like really leaning into it. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
can
but they
back off a
don't
little
commit
bit.
crimes.
She's going more Always Sunny
They-
last part.
Definitely broke
Hey,
into
and this
that
is-
other office and stole paperwork. Like,
This is the gang gets deputized, and we join the Philadelphia police.
Mhm.
So we're
So-
useless.
So, Mest, as we mentioned kind of at the beginning of tonight's session, there were a couple perks today. School's in session, so you were confident you wouldn't have to deal with the Pointer gang, the ruffian of kids who've been kind of hassling the downtown area. But with this new claim from the shopkeep, your red flag is buzzing right now. As is Wilfred's, probably.
So we're headed to, I guess, the school grounds. Wait out. The last bell? I don't know how school works.
Pull them out of class for this.
I don't
Yeah,
want to disrupt their education.
A couple teachers mistake it for like bring your local city guard to work day, and are like, they think you're coming in to like tell them about like a day in the life of a city guard, and you have to explain to them that no, you're here actively seeking suspects for a crime. But you do find the classroom that houses most of the bunch of kids old enough to fit the bill, and their leader, Atkins River Rain.
Atkins Diet.
That's too funny. Atkins River Rain is a gnome child.
Oh, good. So extra small.
So he's
Yeah.
so small.
Yeah, but what he lacks in size, he makes up in snarkiness because he's a little shit. And you hate this idiot.
Atkins, we meet again.
Hello, Guard Mestandriarad.
No. No.
I think you know why we're here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm in school, learning.
What were you doing last night, though?
Sleeping.
Can anyone confirm your alibi?
My mother wrote this statement this morning.
Can I
That
give
is
it a
a-
look over? Does it look like his mom's actual writing, which I've seen before because of repeated run-ins?
It looks familiar. Yeah.
Is his mother, like, assisting him in his nonsense, or is she, like, actually a good mother?
You have your theories. You're not quite so sure. There seems to be some cooperation of some kind.
Remarkably convenient.
Is Atkins wearing a hat?
Yeah.
How nice and new does this hat look?
It's not well worn, but it looks like it belongs to him. It fits him. It suits him.
There was breaking and entering last night, and we have a warding spell that does place you at the scene.
Oh, wow. There'll be a lot of circumstantial evidence, wouldn't you say?
Wording spells? No, I would say that's just actual evidence. Atkins.
Got the
I'm gonna-
receipt for that hat?
I'm gonna lean over to Mess and say, I have something that might make him a more honest.
Charm this kid. Charm this kid.
Zone of truth.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
You think this is my first rodeo?
Oh no. I cast Zone of Truth at 2nd level. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's range, which is 60 feet. No, it's 15 feet around me. Or I'm going to center it around him. Yeah, I'm going to center it on him. Must make a charisma saving throw. So this is everyone, really. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. I know if they succeed or fail. They're aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
I rolled a 15 for Atkins, and I'm loosely guessing his wisdom's around a +1 or a +2.
I don't know my spell DC. Mine's 14. Yeah.
Deeds.
Everybody else?
I willingly fail.
Even though he succeeds, I was born on the 15th of July. It was a tempered day. My mother wrote it down in her diary. She said, "This one will be special," and so she named me Atkins. Atkins Riverfall, River Rain. He'll go on to just tell you a life story just to fill the time of what would have been your zone of truth. Little prick, just wasting time.
Man, your life is really painfully boring for a child.
Oh, silly city guard. You think you can rub me the wrong way? I'm untouchable.
I don't know what to do with this child.
Can't beat him
Can
up.
while he was telling his story, can Wilfred have been working on something?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Okay. Wilfred slides a form towards him. Do you know what this is? Or, do you know what this is?
I don't sign any paperwork without my mother and lawyer present.
Oh, you don't need your mother or lawyer present for this one because it's not something you need to sign. It's something that will get put in your permanent file. Go ahead and take a look. And what it is it's a form from the city doctor basically saying that this kid needs to be doing triple gym and, not allowed to, take time between classes to shower. So he's going to be the stinky kid. Double testing to make sure that, he's academically on track.
And he volunteered to clean up the lunchroom.
And in it, in addition to the rest of that, there's a note purportedly from the head city councilor recommending additional after-school activities in recognition of his outstanding civic mindedness.
Though intimidating, I think you'd see his eyes kind of read through it, and his eyes would dart between you, Wilfra, and the form. This could all be false, fabricated to scare me into a false confession. That's not very just, is it?
Oh, yeah, nothing about this will be found to be false. However, it doesn't have to go into your permanent record if, hypothetically, we were to find a certain cache of stolen hats.
Sounds like you have to get better at your jobs. If you need to find a satchel of hats.
I pick up his weak little noodle arm.
Hey, get your hand off me, mister.
Well, those are looking mighty weak. And as one of the city's physical education inspectors recently assigned, I'll be in charge of making sure that you're in tip-top physical condition. I think you might be a little tired to go running around at night if that was to happen.
Or maybe I've been practicing my whole life and I'm perfectly strong when I need to be. What about that?
I look real
Besides-
intent at his eyes and say, do you really think that's going to end very well for you?
Let me see. A child who's being questioned without his parents present against a city guard enforcing some sort of rule in my school? Yeah, I have my doubts, Mrs.
Hey, bud. Hey, champ. Come here.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen one of these? And I'll pull out my gun. Be like, have you?
You can't.
Have you ever seen one of these? Here, look.
She's
Right
not
in your hand,
threatening
it
him,
feels good.
technically.
Mayhaps I have, mayhaps I have not.
Pretty cool, isn't it? You know, kid, I can show you how to use one of these one day if you wanted to. All the ladies would be all over you if you knew how to shoot one of these.
I'm
Trust
not
me.
interested
Does
in
he-
women. I'm not interested in women.
Does he have any like marks or bruises on his hands or shoulders?
Roll a medicine check for me.
Great.
Like this.
Please God.
I
Of course,
have
it's another
something- I have something if
two.
this doesn't work, yeah.
Can I cast detect thoughts on this nerd?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that was a 4 plus 2, so 6. That'll fail.
Yeah, he's getting detected.
He's smug. His initial thought is smug.
Okay. In there, really try to find thoughts about hats.
We will, but first with Ruth with the medicine. What was it?
It was 6.
Oh yeah, you don't see like a discernible feature on his hands to indicate injury or anything like that. So Mess, what do you have to do to dive deeper?
That's what happens. He failed to save.
Yeah,
it's
you
weird.
can also, yeah. Initially learn the service thoughts. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind.
Okay, what do you get with the deeper?
You gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something that it worries over, loves, or hates.
Cats.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, initial thoughts were smug. When you dive deeper, Mest, you can see he's smug because no matter how much you threaten his scrawniness or his future in school or his smell, he's a smelly kid already. Good luck. There's just the smallest sense of doubt, and as you delve deeper into his mind, Mest, you can see the picture of a cotton knapsack kind of suspended in air as if it's sitting on a chair of some kind.
Do I see something that looks like that?
Yeah, all the students have their book bags on the back of their chairs.
I'm just gonna start ripping into the backpacks.
I have him distracted with my guns.
Hey, you can't touch that!
Hey.
Don't touch that!
Hey,
As you
touch
ruffle
the
into
gun, it'll be okay.
It's bad
Don't
advice.
touch the gun.
As you open up this Atkins River Rains knapsack, you can see it is filled to the brim with hats of all variety.
How did you stuff this many hats into this backpack?
I plead the law of silence.
Okay.
There's no Fifth Amendment.
Yeah.
You do have to come with us. Your mom will be in the front office, and we're gonna have to take you back to the city guard for
No,
questioning.
I'm gonna take the hat off of his head.
That's actually my hat.
Where's your receipt, buddy?
Where's your receipt for your gun, buddy?
I was born with these.
That I was born with my hat. Put it back
I look
on.
inside. Is there like a tag from like the store or something to symbolize where it came from?
It's his hat.
It
It says
It's
made
a
by
dragon-born hat maker. So he's not a dragon. But whatever.
It's- have other
Atkins'
hats.
It's
Yeah, that's
Atkins'
true.
hat. He does like hats, though.
Really? Atkins
like-
hat, like it's not from a stolen one.
It's Atkins' hat. I'm telling you straight up, this is Paige telling you, Kelly, it's Atkins' hat. Stop trying to take your
Alright.
kid's hat.
Much it on his head. He is a thief and a criminal
I'll be
and
back.
a child.
You can't lock me away forever.
I'm not gonna lock you away.
Well,
You're a
look-
kid.
Good luck being the weird hat kid for the rest of your life.
You could have just asked the other kids what they call him. They would have told us.
Well, no, hey, all the rest of you students, call this kid Hat Kid from now on.
We're not doing irreparable psychological damage to a child. No siree.
In this moment, unintentionally, obviously, I didn't know what hat, like what store we were gonna make, but I just realized unintentionally, Paige, the bandana girl, made an NPC as the hat kid. And there's some sort of resolution in that, and my own childhood shame. So thank you. You guys have solved the case of the missing hats and put away the culprit of Little Shit Atkins River Rain. Successful request completed. You bring back the news and all of the merchandise. The few that you also strip off the pals of the Pointer Gang, who were quite obviously wearing some hats as they were watching your departure with Atkins in tow. Other merchandise is successfully returned to the shopkeep, and you get a happy man. If I can jump us along a little bit, as fun as this is, there's one new request when you arrive back into the office. In fact, what you were expecting to be the tail end of just a few stragglers coming to like 2, 3 o'clock in the evening. Hell, pushing on 4. You're getting to the end of the day for most of you. And in the Mutepoint, sorry, the north of the setting in Mutepoint was what I was trying to say. The sun is beginning to set. As the sun's starting to wind down, you can feel whatever warmth the sun has melted, what little snow fell for today. As you make your way back into the office, you can see what you were expecting to be rather calm is filled to the brim with citizens. And the person behind the desk that you left, the giraffe minotaur, whose name is
Warren
Bryant is overwhelmed at the desk, trying to calm everyone down. Everybody calm down. One at a time. We will handle this one at a time. Form a queue, please. He's like trying to like corral the group of people into order.
Max will just stride up to Warren and go, "Hey, man, you okay? What happened here?"
They're all just yelling at me all at once. I can't make sense of... Ma'am, calm down. What are you here to request?
Green grass.
As you all kind of form a line across the desk, like all the faces kind of turn and look at you, and you can see behind the irritation that you initially read in the room, there is a small panic as all the people turn to look at you, and they all go, "There's a troll under the bridge." And with that, I think we want to take a quick break. I'm gonna have us go on a quick break. We're gonna get ready for us to rush over to the bridge, and potentially get some combat. So before we do that, I want to give us a quick bio break. I'll put us to a be right back screen. Let these guys open up Roll20, and we'll kick off with maybe
I already have it open.
with some one-shot combat. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. Literally, we'll be back in 5 minutes. 10:30 for us on the nose. All right, goodbye. Oh, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for your patience. Actually, let me throw us to our battle, because I can tell you guys what you stumble upon in the center of the city of Mutepoint after panicked requests come in to the city guard saying that there is a troll on the bridge. All right, let me throw it over. There it is. And so, did that? I gotta zoom in a little bit more on my side. Okay. I've given you guys temporary characters. I've tried to label them just because I know they're not a perfect one-for-one. Here, I'll zoom in so everyone on stream can see it too. Can you guys see the name tags on them? Okay, perfect. I wanted to make sure of that. So, we have the 5 of you. What I'd like to picture in between is somehow during the day, this troll has taken station up on the bridge, and there was a crowd of people who are trying to get their way across, and it's created quite a queue as this troll is holding up traffic. I do have initiative if we want to go right into combat, or if you want to get closer, you might be able to hear what's going on. That's completely up to you.
But what do you think? Mess, you're our leader.
I think we should stop the troll by any means necessary.
No questions, just shoot. Got it.
All right.
Please don't hit civilians.
How close are we to the troll?
I'm going to say you guys are arriving to the foot of it. So if anything, I'm going to let you guys start probably initiative there. You guys can orient yourself in those 6 triangles however you like. I can assume you guys can like make your like approach in whatever order. I just kind of put you on the board at the bottom. So if you think like someone's going to be in a different place in those 6 squares, that's fine. But that's where we'll start today's combat then. I know I just went over initiative for you guys before we went and switched back over, but we're going to kick off then with initiative for Pepper, then Wilfra, then Ruth, then Mest, then Etta, and then the troll. Okay? So, if we're asking questions second, playing first, Pepper, you're going to be up first.
Ick. She is gonna draw out Sunny, which is her pistol. She's gonna aim at the troll.
Okay.
And she's gonna use a special shot. What does this do? That want to hit? When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expel 1 grip point. On a hit, the creature takes damage and must make a con saving throw or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their turn. Yeah, we're going to do it like that. So we're going to use a grit point. And we're going to... Pistol. Does a 20 hit?
A 20 will hit.
Alright, so the damage is 8 piercing damage, and then it has to make a wisdom saving throw? Right? Is that what I said? A con saving, sorry.
Con saving throw, okay. Ooh, rolled an 18, so like 23.
Okay, that passes, so it doesn't have any disadvantage, but it did take the 8 piercing damage.
Yeah, which is a good hit on it. Awesome. Okay. Anything else then on your turn, Pepper?
No, that's it.
Okay, that is going to bring us to Wilfra next. What would you like to do?
All right. Wilfra is going to run up her full 25-foot movement and then take something out of her pack. It is a flask of oil, and throw it at the troll's head.
I love it. Okay. I'm going to have you do just a dex roll with a proficiency bonus to just throw to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah, okay.
It's the flask of oil crack. You want it to break and shatter on the troll?
That was the plan.
Covered in now slick oil residue. It hits. I'll also have it do just a point of damage just for flavor. It hurts.
Okay. And then using my bonus action to do help within 30 feet. I'm going to help Mest attack. And I'm going to do that by saying, "Hey, Mest, he's looking a bit greasy."
Baldur's Gate 3 knowledge informs us of what to do next.
A poor man's
Everybody starts
fireball.
shoving. Honestly, just pushing.
Okay, anything else on Wilfred's turn then?
That is it.
All right, that's going to bring us to Ruth on deck is Mest. Ruth, this is a weird question to ask, but has Ruth ever seen a troll before?
I don't think so. What does it look like?
Yeah, a troll. This troll is about 9 feet tall.
Wow.
It's got a deceptively thin body under its like thick, rubbery, moss green skin.
Mhm.
Its arms are like unnaturally long, so like its troll arms essentially like like slide along its feet. Its arms are so long, and attached to it are these giant claws. And it smells awful, even from this distance. You can smell this troll, and it does not smell good.
Do
And
I
it's
know?
got a big hunch.
Is it common knowledge that trolls are like not good to humankind or like,
Yeah,
civilized
yes.
society?
Yeah, relatively not good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. I feel no
And-
guilt over hurting this thing then.
Yeah, and like fairy tale lore, they like offer like they're like a little bit more like
And you put them on a
insightful.
bridge. Yeah, so I was
Oh
confused.
yeah, seeing a little bit of well, who knows? I might be incorporating some riddles for fun just because it's a one shot. But yeah, no, they're generally bad.
Okay.
I will say.
With this oiled up thing, I believe I'm going to use guiding bolt at first level.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to hit it.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
That will hit.
Thank God. Okay, it's gonna be 20 radiant damage, and on the next attack roll made against it, the person has advantage
All right.
because it's
A help
glowing
action,
bright.
and Mest also already had advantage.
All right. 20 radiant. Nice. Anything else on Ruth's turn?
No, I'm chilling.
All right. That is going to bring us to Mestandriarad with that help action and advantage. On deck is Edda. So,
Cool.
Mest, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt as a second level spell.
Okay.
With advantage, right? So
Yep.
with advantage, that is a 21.
The 21
hit.
will hit. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for damage. That's 7, and I need to roll. Sorry, it's fun. This is like a funky spell because you have to roll an additional dice. 1d6.
What type of damage?
That's what the d6 determines.
Okay. That's fine.
So it's 1d6 acid damage. So in total, that's 8 acid damage.
8. Okay. Nice. Anything else on Mest's turn?
Magic. No. I think on my turn.
Okay. Nice. That will bring us then to Edda. On deck is the troll. So Edda, what would you like to do?
Okay, so Edda is going to hop up on this little whatever. We'll say that she's on top of that, but she's there. That's fine. I'll put her over here.
I got you.
She's gonna stand on top of the wall. Giants are my favored enemy. So would I know? Do I have to use my hunter's sense to know this thing's weaknesses, or because it is my favorite enemy, would I have a working knowledge?
I'm going to say in this instance, because your ranger's working knowledge is on specifically giants,
Right.
which trolls fall under the giant type, I'm going to say you don't need to use your hunter sense.
Fantastic.
And so, Edda, you know this is a troll. which is it can exist in this region rather naturally. And trolls' weaknesses, they have a weakness to acid and fire damage.
Great. I will shout that out to the party. Like, if you can hit it with fire or acid, then
I should clarify, and I'm sorry. It's just because you do have such a specific understanding. It's not necessarily like an added weakness, like it's not doing additional damage, but what it is doing, that those specific types of damage are preventing him from regenerating.
Right.
Yep. Cool.
Great. Okay. So I'll communicate that. I am then going to use my bonus action to mark the troll as my Slayer's Prey, which means I get to do extra damage the first time each turn that I hit it with an attack. Then I'm going to pull out my longbow and try to hit this bad boy.
Let's go.
That's not that. I rolled the damage first. That's not how you do that. 22 to hit.
That will hit.
Great. So I will roll longbow damage, and then I'm going to roll an extra d6 for Slayer's Prey.
Cool.
Ooh, love that minimum damage. Okay, that's a 4 plus a d6. Oh, tragedy strikes.
Wow.
Okay, so that is going to be 5 piercing damage to the troll. And that is my turn.
Okay. All right, so with that, that is going to bring us to the troll. And you guys have done quite a number on it for damage. You guys have already done over 40 damage, and not just that, it's covered in oil, which it does not like, and through Chaos Bolts, you've dealt acid damage. So though it does not regenerate any points, which is huge to start off the first round, it is angry. And it does have a multi-attack, and it is going to use that multi-attack on its closest collection, which is Wilfra. So it's going to move up on you, Wilfra. Yeah, something Edda would know from their speciality with giants is trolls truly, when unreasonable, just seek out meat. They feast. They are hungry. They never fulfill their appetite. So it's going to focus on Wilfra for its multi-attack with 1 bite and 2 claw attacks. So let's see how this pans out. It's going to be, the bite is low for a 11 to hit.
That will miss.
That will miss. The first claw attack is a bit better with a 23 or 24 to hit. A 24 to hit. The second claw attack will miss, though, with a 9 total. So just 1 claw attack, which is going to be 13 slashing damage to you, Wilfra.
That hurts.
Yeah, but you know what? For a full multi-attack, that's, all things considered, only 1 hit. That's really good. And that's going to be its turn, leading us to round 2. All things considered, I know we're at level 3, so what does that put you at, Wilfra?
I'm at 8 hit points.
Yep, okay, that's what I was thinking. That could have been really, really interesting. All right, next up, though, we do have at the top of initiative Pepper. On deck is Wilfra, so we might need some healing, or we might need to start...
Did not think I was going to be the only frontline person.
You know?
You can't heal, so I'm gonna shoot.
Okay.
And I took sharpshooter, so I can choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll to add +10 to the attack's damage. So I am going to do that. And I am also going to use my special shot by burning a grit. Where it says I can get advantage on my roll.
Okay.
So I'm going to shoot with my pistol. -5.
Not pissy, Kelly,
So
please.
20 pissy. 22 versus... Okay, so a 22, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna roll this. Don't tell me. Seriously? 5 plus 10, so it's 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I am going to do the thing. What is it? Second wind? No. What's the thing where I can use second action one time? I saw it somewhere.
You get an extra turn.
Action surge?
Action surge, that's it.
Oh, because gunslingers are fighters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna action surge and shoot my pissy again.
Shoot the
hey.
big piss.
As a guard, I'm sending Kelly to jail.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna burn all my fun grip things. So I'm gonna do. No, I'm not. No. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use my last special shot, and I'm gonna do the one where I'm gonna try to get it to have disadvantage. So, does a 16 hit?
That does hit. Yep.
Awesome. It's gonna take 9 piercing damage, and it has to make a con save throw.
Con save. It's pretty good at cons. That's a 21.
Damn it! Alright, that's my turn.
When you fire your gun, Kelly, do you have to do anything to do like a misfire or anything like that?
Yeah, if I roll that one, I misfire on my pistol.
When you roll to hit, if you roll in that one?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure. Awesome.
And
Anything else in your turn?
All of my grit points.
Yep.
So unless I hit a nat 20 or kill it, I won't get any back. Okay, that's my turn.
Cool. All right, that's going to bring us to Wilfra, who's right at the tippy toes of this troll. On deck is Ruth, though. So, Wilfra, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Love that for us. Rogues are amazing.
And then I'm gonna run away 25 feet.
What does that look like as Wilfra disengages from this troll and heads back to the city, the guards, their friends?
So Wilfred gets like smacked into the wall and like kind of catches herself on her knees and just kind of like hobbles back the way she came.
Definitely had the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna hold her action to attack if it comes within melee range.
Of her?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. Holding her act. Oh, wait. Can you hold your action if you've used your bonus action?
Yes.
You can, right?
It's a reaction that you use to activate it.
Okay. I feel like I ask this question every single time.
You spend your reaction to hold it.
To hold it. Okay, cool. Awesome. That will then bring us to Ruth, and on deck is Mast. Ruth, what would you like to do?
So many things. 1,000 things. Just to understand, because it's been a minute since I spellcast it. If I cast something first or second level, I can only use my bonus action for a cantrip, correct?
Correct. Or vice versa. Like if you use a cantrip as your action, you can use a level spell for your bonus action, but like you can't double dip, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bonus action use healing word on Colin's character. Let me roll that. 1 sec. Oh, nice. It's 8. It's full health.
Wow.
Oh wait, I feel like I get plus because of my. No, I didn't pick life. So you get 8 health back. Wilfra gets, and I'll say, that's your formal invitation to the Greengrass party. And then with my action, I'm going to use a cantrip. I'm just going to use Sacred Flame because that's really the only attack I can do as a cantrip. I rolled damage first. Oh, it needs to make a dex saving throw. That's why.
All right.
We'll issue you a citation this time.
That will fail with an 8 on that dex roll, I'm guessing.
Right. So they're taking 4 radiant damage.
Yeah.
4 radiant.
Cool.
And at the end of its turn, target must. Am I reading this right? No, I'm not even reading the right thing. Yeah. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty effective turn, healing and attacking. Awesome. That will then bring us to Mest. On
And
deck
I'll
is-
use my movement to move back.
How far back?
Maybe only 15 feet. I'll get to, with half movement, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll get there.
Okay. Okay, cool. That will then bring us to Mest. On deck is Etta. So Mest, what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Chaos Bolt as a first level spell. Guys, this is a third level with a sorcerer. I don't have many options. That is, this is a very confusing view. Is 16 to hit, right? Yeah, 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Cool. All right, bonkus. And then a bonkus. So that is 14 force damage.
Okay.
I don't know that I've ever cast any kind of force damage before.
Interesting. I love it. All right. Anything else?
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna sacrifice 2 of my second level sorcery points for 1 additional second level spell slot.
Gotcha. Very good. Okay. That will then bring us to, if we're all done there, any movement?
No, I'm scared.
Okay. That will then bring us to Etta. On deck is the troll. So Etta, you are up on this balcony of the bridge. What would you like to do?
Yeah, quick question. Are there any torches burning outside?
Yeah, it's getting close to sunset, so a torch bearer is lighting up a lot of the streets.
Great. I am going to hold my next arrow out and light it on fire.
Okay.
So I'm allowed to do that?
It might not be as effective as like a true fire arrow, but yeah, I'll say it's flaming
That's
and see
fine.
what that
Yeah,
does.
that's fine. I don't need to do like a ton of fire damage. I just need him to burn.
I might argue, just because it's improvised, that you might not be doing it with as much efficiency as you typically would, just because it's a little unruly.
Okay.
Because I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to get the fire damage built in,
Yeah.
which is smart. So risk and reward. I'll make it a little bit harder for it to hit.
Okay, sounds
Cool.
good. As I grab the arrow, I'm gonna look at the troll and say, "It's stone, bitch." And I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns on the arrow as well, and little like jagged stone spikes poke out of the tip of the arrow. I am gonna roll to hit this guy.
Roll like you would normally. All I'm doing is I'm bumping up his AC temporarily for like the
Okay.
unwieldiness. So like, don't change anything you're doing on your side.
Okay, sounds good. And he still has Slayer's Prey on, so
Yep. Mm-hmm.
great. Rangers are so cool. That's a 2. That's not gonna hit.
No, it won't.
My fire arrow goes long, and my
Yeah.
oh wait, Hail of Thorns. Even if that misses, let me see if it still hits. I don't think it does. Nope. If I hit the creature, so it doesn't activate. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. So that will bring us to our troll.
7, West Virginia.
I still keep the blurb center screen, so like I go to look at my troll center screen and there's just
Almost heaven.
West Virginia. Okay, so the troll is it's a simple-minded creature. It doesn't have a lot of options, so it is going to take a multi-attack again. But as it moves into melee range, I am going to let Wilfra take their held action first. So Wilfra,
because it's now in combat with 2 of us, I have my sneak attack if it hits.
Let's go.
So let's see. 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So initial 7, and then let's see, 2d6.
Because I'm just making a point of clarification. Because it did start its turn, I am giving it its regeneration health before the start of this damage, just because it began its turn making movement. and because it did not receive acid or fire damage this turn, it did regain some health back. But let me know what damage you get, and it'll probably cancel it out.
17 in total.
17. Yeah, it canceled out. It canceled out the regeneration with the awesome sneak attacks. That's awesome. Good use of held actions and disengaging. Perfect use of a rogue. Cool. All right, so that's my turn to attack now. It is going to spread out its damage a bit more now that there's more prey. A couple things draw its attention still. It really didn't like the oil flask, so it definitely is still going to hit Wilfra, but it saw that flaming arrow, and it hates fire just as much. So it's going to split its attacks between Wilfra and Edda. I'm guessing it's probably going to try and take a bite of Wilfra, and then those two claw attacks are going to go on Edda. So we'll do the bite first again. That is going to hit this time, I think, with a 17 to hit, Wilfra.
That hits.
Okay. And then for the two claw attacks, 13 for the first.
Not gonna hit.
And 17 for the second.
That'll hit.
So we'll get one bite on Wilfra and one claw on Edda. Okay, so let me roll those first. The bite is going to be 6 piercing damage to Wilfra. And the claw attack is going to be 9 slashing damage for you, Edda, on that claw attack. How we faring? That wasn't too bad, right?
No, I have
I'm
16
okay.
hit points.
Just
Cool.
under half, thanks to the healing.
Yeah, the healing kept you. It wouldn't have dropped you anyway, but like it kept you at a more comfortable level. Awesome. Okay, so great. I love that. That's gonna be, I think, the troll's turn. We're gonna bring it to the top of initiative, third round. Pepper, you are up. On deck is Wilfra.
Do I have to be a certain distance away to not have I don't really
Yes,
know how
unless
this
you
works.
have a feat that allows you to ignore disadvantage in melee, you do have to back away if you are within melee range.
Okay. I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm back here, baby. Here, actually. And I got one more bullet in my pistol. And I'm gonna shoot it. My pissy. Right.
Okay.
Just a normal shot.
Okay.
That's a 20?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. 7 piercing damage. And she's gonna holster Sunny. Because she's gonna have to reload it if she wants to use it again.
Okay. Sunny is out of ammo. Anything else on Pepper's turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that will bring us to Wilfra. On deck is Ruth. Wilfra, back yet again at the feet of this troll. What would you like to do?
Let's stab it.
Nice switch up. I like it. Let's go. I have to change this one.
19 to hit, so that'll hit.
Yes.
So 7 damage plus 7 sneak attack.
Nice.
And I'll use my help action to say, Mist, shoot fire at it.
I love that. Okay. Anything else? Any movement or anything else for Wilfra?
Nope.
Yeah. Staring just up the nose of a troll at this point. Terrifying. That will bring us to Ruth. On deck is Mest. Ruth, what would you like to do?
I don't have fire or poison, so my route is just to do as much damage as possible so it doesn't have to regen next round. So I'm going to use my last second level spell, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
I love that spell so much.
It is good. It's 16 to hit,
That will hit.
and it's going to be doing a lot of damage. 25 radiant damage, baby.
Wow.
That spell is insane.
Yeah, man. That's
At-
5d6, and I rolled very well.
Low level guiding bolt is one of my favorite spells.
Yeah, I killed a child in another campaign with Guiding Bolt.
Wow.
Nice.
You fucking monster.
On accident.
Okay.
Really all I can do. I don't have a bonus action cantrip that is beneficial. So
Okay. Any movement for Ruth?
I'm going to stay right where I am and where I'm not getting hit.
Okay, that's definitely like a smart strategic move. I'm just asking, how does Ruth feel being like in the midst of this, you know?
Oh, this is first time warfare for her, and she did not actually sign up for combat. She signed up for like simple tasks. So yeah, she feels very okay with sitting back. But I will say, she's a little impressed by like the gutsiness of the guard, that they're just like right there making one-liners. I don't think Ruth is cool, calm, collected. I think Ruth is panicking and shooting firebolt at this, like just shooting guiding bolt. That's the one thing she knows how to do, really.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Great. Okay, that's gonna bring us then to Mest. On deck is Etta. Mest, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move into melee range, and then I'm going to use my staff attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll a hit, and that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that does 1d6 plus 3, so 6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then as a so pre-bonus action, I'm gonna burn my last sorcerer spell thingy doodly bob sorcerer point. And then I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt at 2nd level as a bonus action.
Okay. Mest, what's going through Mest's head as she's trying to channel this 3rd Chaos Bolt?
I'm really sick of trolls and bridges. It's like a sad stereotype and we need to move past it.
Yeah.
Just a little over it. Okay, so that is a 14 to hit.
It will hit.
All right, I'll take it. That will be please roll the fire damage. Fuck, it was the fire damage. That's 17 fire damage.
Yes!
There was something I needed for this to happen, and if it wasn't fire damage, it wouldn't have happened. But because it is, Mestandriarad, how do you want to do this?
Oh, I want to smack him with my big staff, which is my magic foci. That's on me. I picked a bad item. And then I would like the Chaos Bolt to sort of just like boom it over the side of the bridge into what I imagine is water.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of slush water. Yeah, like frozen on the lip, like of the lips of the river.
Yeet.
Yeah. Absolutely. As the troll falls from the bridge that pairs the sides of the river together, the whole crowd has obviously just been held up by this troll in this later evening, but they watch in victory as you defeat this creature, with Mest at the lead. All members of the city guard, including the one with a hot blue patch on her apron, are cheered as they return back to the office. Anything in particular that's happening as you're heading back to the office, and a rather like heroic victory for once in a while.
All the high fives.
Yeah,
Fist bumps.
I look for the nearest like person selling pastries or whatever on a cart, and I grab a cherry Danish for Pepper, and just say, "Excellent job."
You too, bud. I'll help you with the pigeons. You know.
Oh my god, thank you. I've been meaning to ask you for like a million years. That thing that you use will be so much more efficient at getting rid of those fuckers than the arrows.
You know what?
that
I never
got.
thought of applying Sonny and Cher to the pigeon predicament, but you know that might work.
Oh my god, thank you so much. That would mean literally the world to me.
Of course, my guy. Mess, by the way, I will not be here tomorrow. So, figure that out, I guess. Because you're the new boss now, right? Your boss, Mom.
Oh, that was just today. You will have to take that up with Bergthra, and I wish honestly the best of luck.
I'm not gonna do that. So you let her know. Thanks.
No, but okay.
Okay.
Actually, none of us are going to be at work tomorrow. I think we've got a festival.
Oh shit! Right.
You mean it?
Festival.
You mean it? You're gonna help?
You patched Wilfred up something good over on that bridge, so you've earned.
And we
this
promised.
Wow.
Right, that too.
I really thought you'd do a psych at the end of all this, and I'd have to do it all by myself tomorrow.
Psych.
Aw.
Nah, I'm just kidding, bud. You should really think about, joining City Guard. You're pretty good back there.
You did do. Very good.
Though I appreciate it, taking off the hot glue badge. I've put in a day's work, and this is not my job. This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my whole life. And I really enjoy just growing things for Shanti. Okay? So.
Well, we'll be here.
Definitely respect the drip from all of you. Won't sign up again unless I need help again.
Well, I'm sure next year will come around and you'll need to fill out another permit for your shit. So, we'll see you next year.
Sounds good. Next spring.
And we'll try to find something that's more intense than a troll. I wouldn't want you to feel like we're being redundant.
Oh my god, I know.
I'd really like something that is not good with thunder. That would make me feel awesome. But finders can't be choosers.
If that ends up in our queue for this year, we'll just make sure we keep pushing it back until we know you have to come back.
Great. All right. Well, I'll start the list for tomorrow. I'll have a couple clipboards ready.
Do you love a clipboard?
I can't write, actually. That's why I had help with the form. I don't know how to spell. Oh.
Minor gods never teach their clerics to read.
Minor is the wrong word. Shanti is a major goddess. She's the oldest goddess.
Of keeping people illiterate, yes.
Just out of curiosity, where have you learned all this lore about Shanti?
There was a traveling preacher who came to the village about, 16 years ago and stayed for about 3 days. And I asked a lot of questions. And I've been living off of that lecture for about the rest of my life.
That tracks.
Pepper is just staring at her little pocket watch. She's going 56, 57, 58,
As
59,
it's counting down.
and
No. Please hold. As you all are wrapping up your your plans for helping the festival or for next year, and you walk by several people who are giving you good pats on the shoulders, you feel a sense of appreciation, not just appreciation amongst your comrades, but of the citizens. You get this feeling of pride, this is what you do. Though it's stressful, the thrill of success and victory is rewarding on its own. And for once you feel like what you do is starting to make a bit more sense. You're feeling that sense of fulfillment. And as you all are wrapping up, the office is quieted down. Pepper's on countdown. You feel like you could consider yourself a hero today, an actual hero. And as you're wrapping up the day, one more person comes in. It's a local, familiar local, and they walk in, and there's that moment where you kind of smile at each other, and you're expecting that, that additional congratulations or a sense of appreciation. He goes, "Someone's shot in my yard. Can you come check it out for me? It's the third time this month. It's getting ridiculous."
As long as that wasn't a pigeon.
Well, it's certainly not the size of that. It's certainly larger, so If you could look at that, I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
56, 57, 58, 59, and 5 o'clock. All right, suckers, I'm out. See you losers tomorrow at the hippie shit. Peace. She'll just walk out.
I'll help with the shit.
If it's on the walk back to the village, I'll help.
I do need you to fill out this form, though. You can read, right?
If you can't help.
I think that's a perfect place to end.
Yay,
Unless you guys have other stuff.
That was great.
Hey!
All right. Well done, Mute Guard. Another successful day on the job. I guess the question is based off that, what do you think that means for Mess? What happens to Mess after her successful day as the assistant to the assistant director?
Oh, she gets promoted, and then after that, trauma? Like a lot of trauma.
Wonderful. Well, wonderful for us for now. And then obviously we get to enjoy all that trauma later. But well done, everybody.
Yay.
I
You're
hope you
telling
all
me
enjoyed.
that your trauma isn't based off of working with these goons? That you have trauma outside of this? I'm
No, I think that this was all like prep work for Mess working with more different goons.
Oh, true. Which goons would you rather have, though?
I think that depends on the day of the week.
Well done, everybody. I loved the range of characters. Really interesting in combat too. How it all played out. Like really effective, like builds essentially. Like everything we kind of needed. I should mention too. I said it to Matt after I saw his character sheet. I knew I had like loose ideas over 2 weeks ago before I even had anyone's character sheet. I knew I wanted to troll under the bridge at Mutepoint. I knew that. And then Matt hands into his character and it's like Ranger Giant Slayer. I was like, Jesus.
No concept. Paige was like, yes, so
I would like to do this.
So funny. Like behind the scenes, I was like, man, you guys. But I hope you guys had fun. What were some highlights? What were some favorite parts of the one shot? What did we like?
fucking Atkins, that little shit. Your voice for Atkins was so prime. It was incredible.
I can't take credit for it. It's 100% just the Chosen from the Smosh channel, which I can't stop doing. It's this character who just goes impressive all the time, and it's so catchy that that's all it is. But thank you.
I loved that Ruth was like the beacon of any normalcy for the majority of the time. It was great. I loved the form filling out in the beginning so much. That interaction between Wilfra and Ruth was chef kiss. So good.
So good.
Yeah, I planned on being more of like a stick in the mud, and then you guys were so against doing your jobs that I couldn't. I was like, I have to be positive because they are so not willing to do things. So I was like, throw that bitch out the door. But no, I enjoyed it. You guys were awesome. I had a lot of fun. I loved Matt's accent. It was fucking insane.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, Plinth even gave me credit, so I'll like take it from an actual like Gaelic person. Thank you.
Yeah, Wales is close enough.
He used it.
It's
Sometimes.
the same country.
Same body of land.
Is it?
Scotland is
Okay, thank you.
Wales not an island?
Is Wales not an island? Is that the question?
Yes.
No, Wales is part of the same body.
Yeah,
Part of the same
It's
main island.
not. So it's
No.
not an island.
no, it is not.
It is
Well,
like
then yes.
somewhat
all
physically
it's-
distinct from England.
Yes, it is separate, but
It's like more mountainous or hilly, I guess. Not mountainous. That's nothing in England is mountainous.
yeah, but there's
I have
parts
to
of it
Google a
connect.
map of Great Britain, guys.
Why am I looking at a
Emily's
map
It
right
is on the
now?
left. So like, especially like the southern half of Wales, it's like England and like.
Oh.
Thinking of Cornwall because that's its own thing.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of Cornwall. I was thinking
Oh,
of the
my
Isle
gosh.
of Man.
Oh yeah, no, that is part of Scotland, generally
yeah.
speaking.
Yeah.
Where Manx cats
No,
are
yes.
from.
Yeah,
Scotland's
we
like-
can all
Scotland's
agree-
like north of
We
everything.
can all agree, geographically speaking, Wales is closer to Scotland than New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other highlights before we wrap up?
Pigeon play.
I liked that the last blow was a lucky fire blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So
good.
Bro, Chaos Bolt is like, it's great, but it's not good.
Yeah. Let me just say, it does clarify, like, if the troll drops to 0 but does not receive acid or fire damage, it will not die.
Yep.
And that's where it starts to get really fun, because that combat could have lengthened, because what happens with trolls is not even just that. It can lose, like, you can cut off limbs at 0, but those limbs can still function because of their regeneration. So then I could start fighting with an arm separate, a leg separate. It can fight with its head decapitated. So like it was about to
Actually,
get
another troll would grow.
yeah.
It's given like Dark Spawn. I don't like it.
It's
0
really
out of 10.
interesting. Anyway, so like the fact that right at like at the end of its hit points, you actually dealt fire damage was so clutch. So it's really cool.
Huzzah.
Okay, cool. Well, if that's everything, what I can tell you guys is next week on Wednesday, we should be back to a regular Don't Split the Party session, where if you've joined us recently, we will be picking up after killing a devil that seemingly has been sent to kill the members of Dujour, which was quite a plot twist for us. And we will be arriving at Phineas, our bard's homeland of Solene. So we're picking up on a really interesting part of our story. So if you do like what you've seen, come for the lore next week, because that's going to get really interesting, and I can't wait. Otherwise, I don't know what the weekend schedule is for stream. I'll be honest. I'll keep you guys posted. But many of us are probably going to watch the stream after I go off anyway, so we're going to go raid them. It is our friends who stream Sea of Thieves. They dress up as governors, and it's been quite a joy watching them. So we're gonna raid Bodhi and Kai. I think we were raided them not last Wednesday, but the following Saturday or Friday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
What day is it?
2 weeks ago.
So, 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna raid them again, and yeah. And we goes, oh god, yeah, in advance. Sorry, the energy,
The
unparalleled.
chaos that
yeah, it is.
really does it for me.
But yeah, otherwise we will be back with our D&D session next Wednesday, and I'll keep you guys again posted on what the weekend might look like. Who knows if I'm filling a stream, sorry. You at least get one a week. But thank you for being here. Thank you, Emlu, Plinth, if you're still here. We appreciate you guys. Emlu is going to be my mod from now on. I will teach her the
All
ways of
tired.
None of
I don't know how to
you,
do
none of you how to
anything.
do shit, and Emlu actually cares about us and me. So Emlu, no, I'm kidding, but yeah, she goes, oh no. All right, but let me throw it to a offline screen, and we'll go do a raid. So stick around and raid with us, and if it's new for you, enjoy the experience. Thank you guys so much. We love and appreciate you.
Almost heaven. West Virginia.
I'm so sorry. What do we say to the internet?
Good night, Internet.
Good night,
Good night, Internet.
Good night, internet. We're gonna
Good
go
night.
right now.